Hello and welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities Tarot. My name's Rochelle, and I am doing the weekly reading for the collective. It is timeless and general, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Remember that when you catch this, it's for the coming week for you. And also keep in mind that I am tapping into energy, and everyone's on a different timeline. So things may not play out this way this week. This is just the energy that is currently flowing around. So, things might play out later on. Yeah, so I'm back. Hello again. I started this once before and my computer ran out of battery again. I did this once before, so I got to be more mindful about battery. Anyway, here we are, and let's see what's going on. So I'm going to read the same quote from Dr. Robert Anthony. Super cool guy. Looked him up online. He's got a lot of resources. So I'm going to be diving more into what he has to say. But today's quote is, "Things are not what they seem, they are what they are." So, yeah, and we got a little confirmation sound. um, so this is about taking things at face value, things, situations, people, um, believing people when they show you who they are, not trying to read into anything or pretend that things are different than they are. Um, yeah, yeah. Okay, so there's that. I don't know. Maybe somebody's dealing with somebody wearing a mask, presenting something that is not true or accurate. Who knows? Let's go. Let's pick a couple of angel cards. I did already put prosperity dust on the table. So we've got the prosperity coming in for all of us as well. Openness. Ah, arms wide. And there's Cheryl, math shaman, back for a few minutes. Thanks for popping in and saying hello. So glad to have my superceptors in the chat today. Ooh, and we've got acceptance. And the angel is at a door, if my camera will. Come on, camera. There's a little sign above the door that says, "Welcome." Yeah. Anyway. Openness and acceptance. I love this. It's all about allowing. It's all about receiving. Walking through a door, going somewhere where you feel welcome, you feel drawn, you feel safe, somewhere maybe where you are being received with open arms. Maybe you have decided that you are kind of opening yourself to newcomers in some way. All are welcome. There's this lovely expansive um, I can't think of the word. accepting energy. And there's the sun. Good morning. So glad you made it. Okay. So from here I'm going to go to the wisdom of the oracle. Serendipity. Excellent. Number 18. Yeah. This is very good. This is being lifted to new heights, everything falling into place, meeting the right people at the right time. Higher power in reverse, number 4. Okay. The fates in reverse, 17. It feels like things are aligning. but there's something about not not trusting it, or feeling like I'm getting there's some kind of fear about losing the momentum, or losing what's coming to you, this good fortune, and feeling like you need to double down and make sure you maintain that momentum, because there's something here that's happening. It's out of your control. It could be too where where there's something that is, things are falling into place in some way. Maybe you're going somewhere new, or you're suddenly being told or being taken, like, I don't know, maybe you suddenly have to move, or you are offered a job and you're like, "Oh my god, this means all this change." And there's this feeling of like, I can't trust this, or all of a sudden there's this constricted feeling where you're just like, "Oh, I don't know about this," or "I really want this." And so that constriction comes in, because then suddenly you fall into a place of lack of, like, or like a mentality of like, "Oh, what if this goes away? What if I don't say the right thing or do the right thing?" And so there's a message here of just recognizing that circumstances really kind of are just happening, and you are along for the ride, and there's nothing for you to do except be taken, because the universe has your higher power, whatever you subscribe to, is in full control here. And you are, it's like you're riding bareback. You don't have reins, you don't have a saddle. You just need to grab onto the mane of that horse and hang on. Because yeah, and trust that you're being taken in the direction you need to be taken in. And this can be scary. If you've ever been on a horse that starts cantering and then galloping, and you don't have anything to hold on to with that mane, it's like, oh god, I'm gonna get thrown off, and so yeah, there's something about being open to something new, and open and accepting of the fact that you are being taken in a direction, and you just need to trust and have faith that you're gonna be taken. And as long as you try to stay open and not constricted, and I know this can be really difficult when that fear gets kicked up, but find ways to process the fear. um it's all gonna be fine. It's the constriction that, like, is where you clench up and then you, like, fall off or something. So okay, so let me go to Heart's Hidden Secrets. Cora made it. Hello, Cora. Happy Sunday. Abandoned, left out, walked away, cold. This could have to do with this fear. Beauty, charming, graceful, kind hearted. Releasing, letting go, moving on, walking away. Okay, so this is a part of the fear, is it has to do with feel liking. Feeling like you are, like, abandoning your post, like you made promises, or you were on a certain trajectory, and somehow something is there's a cold wind blowing, and it's like you're meant to fly south for the winter. um you're meant to leave something out. Maybe you have felt left out, and you are being drawn in another direction to where you feel accepted, where you feel welcome, being drawn toward the beauty, releasing. Yeah, you are very kind-hearted. Maybe you are discovering after being abandoned, you have somebody coming into your life who is very accepting and open and kind. Maybe this is the energy that you embody, that you feel like someone walked away from you, and it's, in a way, it's helping you to have some kind of glow up, and you're recognizing your own beauty. I mean, it could be all of these things. But there is this releasing. It's time to move away. It's time to go in a new direction because events are aligning. You're meeting the right people at the right time. Things are happening. You're being accepted. Morning. All right. So let me go with the whatever this deck is called. Um Can't think of it right now. Osho Zen Tarot. My awesome son just came, just got up. The Creator, said in Marvin the Martian's voice. King of Fire. Oh, okay. The Fool. Aries energy. So we got some fiery energy here. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And going with the flow. See, yep. Which is the Ace of Water. Going with the flow. Allowing yourself to be carried. As that cold front comes in, allowing those warm winds to take you. There is a new beginning here. And this is all about you. Okay. This could be where there is somebody, this King of Fire energy, somebody who is saying, hey, I'm creating something. Will you join me? Or I want to welcome you in. Yeah, it's like feel very accepted by this character. This could also be an energy that you are embodying, that after having to walk away from something or someone, from a situation, and having this kind of glow up, um, you are taking back your power. There's all this bright energy in the solar plexus here, and this is a place where you're ready to create, and you're meeting the right people to help lift you. And this is all about taking that leap of faith. Like, even though you have no idea what's coming, knowing that things are aligning in a certain way for a reason. Again, with the trust, which can be really tricky to get into that energy of trust when you're feeling the fear. But the Fool is that energy of, I mean, technically speaking, the Fool hasn't learned the fear yet. It's but I don't know. There's still something where you feel like you are resisting. There's resistance here. And yet you're taking a leap of faith anyway. And you discover, you take that step off the cliff and you find yourself in the water. Maybe it's not as long of a drop as you expected, or maybe it is, but then you're in the water and it's like you just need to Let the current take you. Let the warm winds lift you. Go where you need to go. It's about allowing and accepting. And it's a very warm feeling. Like I feel like the fear that's being kicked up is kind of more of a worst case scenario kind of thing, or a what if, or I really want this. What if it doesn't work out? Things like that. And this is just like, you got trust. Trust is huge here. So, so I'm gonna go with the guides of the hidden realms. Full moon eclipse. Removing internal obstacles, confronting self identity, intensity. Number 15. Whoa. That's what it is. Removing those internal obstacles so that you can go with the flow. Learning to trust. That's interesting because wherever you're being taken is it's shaking things up. It's taking you in a different direction than you are comfortable with. It's taking you out of your comfort zone. And our comfort zone is where it's what we identify with. It's it's who we think of ourselves as. And this is shaking all that up. This is very intense. I can see why there's resistance. The intensity here is just like uh uh the unknown. I don't know. I don't know about this. Serenity out of exile. Exhale. Let's all take a minute to breathe. You've been holding your breath. It's time to exhale. Surrender. Surrender. Go with the flow. Radical acceptance. Radical acceptance of where you are being taken. That you are being taken in the perfect direction for you. But there is some reconfiguring involved, reprogramming, if you will. The river dances to the sea. Yeah, flow state, trusting in the adventure. Wow. Wow. And the clover is mostly green. I don't understand why they drew it with brown in the middle of it. It always makes me think of like, you know, clovers aren't usually brown, but it doesn't matter. Ultimately, green is the color of the heart chakra. And this is about following your heart. hmm Flow state. Flow state, going with the flow. Radical acceptance. Trusting. I keep getting that. Trusting in the adventure. There's a huge adventure that awaits you. And this is all about just being like, all right, universe. I don't know where this is going. I'm gonna follow the beauty. Oh, see, because he's looking at the flowers. Following the beauty. hmm Letting go. That's a part of being in the flow state too. Moving on, walking away from, I don't know, a more constrictive situation, possibly. Uh, okay, I want to go with the gateway of light activation. Venusian Galactic Council. Ooh. Star being guides. Answer the call. Time to shine. Star being guides. Your higher power could very likely be star being guides, whatever that means to you. Answer the call. Grab on to that clover and let yourself be lifted. It's one of those things where you barely do anything. You nudge that door just the teensiest bit and it goes flying open. Openness, the open door. And then that open door is there and it's like it's the universe is just like, "Yep, keep going. You are welcome. You are accepted. It's time to shine." This has to do with this glow up that's happening. And time to shine your personal light, to stand in your power. Maybe you're meant to be like an inspired leader somehow. Maybe you're being asked to, I don't know, just to lead somehow, to speak, to, I don't know, you've got wisdom. You've got wisdom here to share. And everything is aligning in this amazing way. Answer the call though. It's like you hear the phone ringing and you're like, I'm afraid who's going to be on the other end if I pick that up. But the universe is like, answer it, answer it, answer it. And it's like, it makes me think like that. I'm picturing an old like rotary phone that hangs on the wall. And like it rings and rings and it gets to the point where you're like, oh my God, that sounds really annoying. I just need to pick it up. Stargate heart chakra opening, unlocking, and generosity. See, there is a heart opening here. Following your heart. Where did I see that before? Kind-hearted. Uh-huh. Yes. Yeah, there's something about opening your heart. It is unlocking a whole new pathway for you. That's generosity. Someone is being very generous with you, or you are to them with this acceptance. Stargate heart, star being guide, something, I don't know, that maybe you identify as a star seed, light worker, something like this. Halls of a mentee initiation, secrets revealed, treasures uncovered, and initiations. Yeah, I see you are being initiated. And initiations, a part of being initiated is you go into a situation and you have no idea what to expect. You don't know what trials you're going to be put through. Sometimes it's fun, sometimes it's really arduous or even scary. Um, but with treasures uncovered, the treasure has to do with you following your heart. You're moving in the direction of secrets. Something is being revealed to you that is it is everything you hoped and more. Treasures uncovered with this serendipity. This is this is amazing. Um, yeah, I'm gonna go with the elemental oracle. West completion. Number 4. Yeah, see, you're completing something. You're closing something out. So you can head south. Wouldn't that be funny if south came out? Air in motion, 22. Also breaks down to a 4. Yeah, this is like this you're being swept up in the momentum, in the energy. It's very fast. I was talking about riding a horse, bareback. Yeah, yes. And there are others here with you. You are riding together. Cave and protection, 17, which the fates also 17. This I feel like this is kicking up fear because things are changing at a very quick rate and it's out of your control and you are being asked. I don't know if you're being asked. I feel like you're being told. The universe is like, you don't have a choice here. Y- like it kind of makes me think like you can go willingly or get taken kicking and screaming. Either way, you're going. And so there's something about releasing, doing your best to release that I just suddenly lost the word. The resistance. You because whatever this is something that is very, very important to you. It has to do with your willpower, with yeah, standing in. It has to do with your self identity, standing in your power or reclaiming your power, something like this. And this creator, we have all this power. We have all this light shining in the solar plexus. And with this cave and protection, it's like wanting to protect that light, that energy. But I'm also getting that you have a mentor here. Somebody who's like, look how confident I am. I am in my power. All is well. And you're like, you're in the process of growing that same kind of power. And um something is meant to hatch like like this is a part of the initiation, closing something out so you can begin something, and it builds momentum very quickly. It's like the beginning is, it's like you hit the ground running. It's like do first and then think. And then you start thinking, you're like, oh my God, what's happening here? I gotta protect myself. And it's like whatever is happening here is it's gonna be okay. That's why you're being called to trust. And she's got her arms crossed over her heart. And there's something about recognizing that you're meant to open the arms. Know that you are protected. That um, you can trust this process. A little scary riding a roller coaster without the harness on. And you're like hanging on for dear life. Oh my gosh. Okay, so where are we at? Um, we get some cards from magic, the magic of you oracle. Solitude, alone but not lonely, 31. Breaks down to a 4. Completion in west and motion in air, both also break down to a 4. So I'm kind of feeling like you are spending time in solitude. You you had to walk away. You had to go be on your own. Maybe there's been a period of time where you've been learning how to be comfortable in your own energy without other people around, without all the distractions. This is a part of what's helping you to open your heart because you are yeah, you're learning to be comfortable with yourself. You're alone but not lonely. So many people equate to being alone as like they're afraid of being lonely because they're by themselves. And you're discovering loneliness is a state of mind. Being alone has nothing to do with being lonely. This is about learning to be comfortable in your own energy, becoming your own best friend, enjoying solitude. This is new for you, or it's going to the next level with this completion in West. And it's like as you get more comfortable in your own energy, this is where you gain you're gaining your personal power back, because you don't have you don't you're kind of releasing this idea that you need other people in order to feel safe and comfortable and happy and whatever. And once you release that need, which comes from a place of constriction, comes from a place of fear, when you're like, no, I'm really good in my own energy, then all these, like, you get confirmation, you get the right people at the right time who also are in this kind of energy, who help support you. It's like wanting what you don't have puts you in a place of not getting what you want, right? Like, that didn't sound right. It's like wanting from a place of desperation, from a place of fear and constriction, wanting what you don't have is going to continue that. But when you get into a place of acceptance for what is, we started with that quote, um not how things seem, but how things are. It's like you you're now in a place of peace. You don't need those people. It's great to have them around, sure. It's great to have some buddies along for the ride, absolutely. But you don't need it. You're good on your own. So this is really this is a part of the glow up. It's like it's powerful, taking your power back glow up. Hex, be still and allow the enemy to reveal themselves. Number 12. Ooh. Hoo, hoo, hoo. Ooh, before I speak to this, I was just noticing solitude also. The 31 breaks down to a 4, so does higher power, or higher power is 4. Um, you're learning how to commune with the divine, with the universe, whatever you consider your higher power, and understanding that you are never alone. That's a part of what's going on too. Anyway, so Hex, be still and allow the enemy to reveal themselves. That's a part of this power too. You don't need to do anything but go with the flow. All will be revealed in the right time. And and this is about accepting, people will show you who they are, and you believe them when they do. You will know if there's a welcome sign over their door or not. You are being drawn to, and you're finding the people who do have that welcome sign, because you have a welcome sign over yours. You're not, it's like you're welcoming all, but you've also got bouncers who are are there to like to kick out anybody who is disruptive. Oblivion, open your arms, number 20. Openness, open your arms. Oblivion, yeah, you are meant to open your arms. That's what the Fool is doing. Open to wherever the universe is taking you. um Knowing that you are going in such an amazing direction. Open your arms. This protection energy is it's part of what where you're coming from, and it's a part of what keeps you stuck. Know that that egg is going to keep growing, and it's like when you open your arms, you're shining warm light onto, you're putting warmth into that egg, and that warmth is what helps it to hatch. So where am I at? Ugh, I'm gonna get some rune cards. Mm. Signals, number 3. Signals, interesting too, because 12 breaks down to a 3. And so does the river dances to the sea. Flow state, trusting in the adventure, also 3. Be still and allow the enemy to reveal themselves. Recognize the signals for what they are. And the signals are going to tell you which direction you can find land if you are looking for land. Or if you want to avoid, you want to avoid land and go somewhere else. You want to stay on the water. Like, yeah, you're getting signs and signals. This is a part of the serendipity. Everything's aligning. And trust that you'll know what to do when the time comes. You'll know if you need to pivot. You'll know if you need to get your bouncers to kick someone out, or like, yeah, yeah. Growth, 16. Hmm. There is major growth here. The growth is happening regardless, and it's beautiful. You're coming out of exile. Radical acceptance of this new person you are becoming, this new identity. Re Reinventing yourself, even. Initiation. Number 6, halls of a mentee. Initiation. Oh my gosh. Yes, see? That's a part of what's happening. You are being initiated. This is a part of the growth. You're learning to spread your wings. You're learning to fly. Yeah. You're being lifted. It's like the wind beneath your wings. um Suddenly getting a little throat chakra thing going on. You're meant to learn how to express yourself in a new way. That's a part of this initiation too. So, oh, always so many cards I want to pick. um, okay, numerology deck. Creativity, number 3. Getting signals about doing something creative. Through your creativity, you are getting signals. Also, too, with Hex, creatively navigating situations with perceived or actual enemies. Energies too, sure. Um, you're learning how to think outside the box. This is a new way of being and thinking for you. Even a new way of feeling. This go with the flow kind of energy. It's building, it's bringing online this new sense of creativity too. Intuition, 22. Motion and air, also 22. 4, we've got a lot of 4s on the table. 4 is the number of stability, structure, solid foundation. You're tapping into your intuition. Your creativity is tied to that. Doing something creative is helping you to tap into your intuition. It makes me think of like when we do things where we can kind of get lost in it. That's when we can get our biggest downloads sometimes because we're not paying attention. We're not trying to think about anything. We're just doing the thing that we enjoy. And then it's like something about you really being able to tap into your intuition through some kind of creative thing that you are doing, can do. It can also be that this creativity is being unlocked as you tap more into your intuition. And compassion 99, which breaks down to an 18. um Compassion, openness and acceptance, always, all are welcome, because you've been there. You know what it feels like to be abandoned, to be left out. It's not a great feeling. You're like, I will allow anyone in as long as they follow the rules, keep the peace. I don't think you have a lot of rules except, don't be a dick. you know, you got your bouncers to kick them out if they are. So, yeah. All right. Um I could just keep going. I do. I want to get some cards, some moonology cards. You're very close to achieving your goal. Gibbous moon. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, it's like you come out of the initiation. The initiation is, it's like the other side of that is the goal in a way. You take this leap of faith and you get swept along. You are going to get where you want to go. You're very close. Nothing will come of this situation. Void of course moon. Nothing will come of this situation. Get one more. Your hard work is paying off. I feel like nothing will come of this situation is speaking to that constricted energy, feeling like you have to do it all yourself. If you try to take the reins, if you try to steer the horse, steer the ship, I don't know, like you are not meant to be the captain in this situation. You are along for the ride. And as long as you try to maintain control, it's not going to work out. That's not right though. It's you're still going to get taken. You just might have to go on more, maybe that's a part of the initiation. You get taken on more detours or something. But I feel like you're learning this lesson very quickly, and your hard work is paying off. Your work in maintaining your composure, staying in the flow, even despite the fear, despite that part of you that wants to control the outcome. This is knowing that the outcome, yeah, there's no such thing as time. We perceive time in a linear fashion, but everything is happening all at once. So you have in effect already achieved your goal. You're just in this timeline, on this timeline that you are on, you haven't gotten to that point yet, but it has already happened. So all you need to do is release, go with the flow, accept, surrender, follow your intuition. Know that everything is being aligned for you perfectly, and the luck is on your side. Good fortune because of you opening your heart. So okay, well, yeah. I'm gonna get a rune card from my other deck to finish out. I haven't picked one of these in a while. Ah, now these. Now these. These now these. Yeah. Okay. moving away, walking away, going in a new direction. That's why there's fear. That's why there's resistance. Because what you have known, all you have known, it has sunk, or is, yeah, things are changing in a dramatic way. Um, which is a part of going with the flow, accepting that what's not meant for us, or to say what's meant for us will always stay with us, or will come to us. If something is gone, something goes away, it's not it's not meant for you anymore. It's a part of going with the flow. Let me find it real quick. Now these, where's it? Here we go. Yeah. The appearance of this rune suggests that someone or something is currently not meeting your needs or is hindering your chances of fulfillment. The rune is associated with the ancient Nordic need fire, a sacred fire that ancient tribes would light during times of hardship, such as poverty, war, disease, or famine. It is possible that you are having a tough time materially or emotionally. You may feel depleted and frustrated and unable to move forward because of these limitations. But it is during times of challenge and hardship that we learn and grow the most. The card is urging you to stay patient and not allow self pity or bitterness to get the better of you. There may be delays, but the hard times will pass and there is light ahead. Oh, interesting. Yeah, so you were meant to move forward because nothing will come of this situation that you are in right now. Something is stagnant, is stuck. That's that's what this is. That's why you have to walk away, or had to. Indeed, sometimes challenges and hardships are absolutely the best way to strengthen our resolve and help us focus on what truly matters in our lives. Yeah, that is a part of the initiation. And that is also a part of what is helping you to learn how to open your heart, to go with the flow. It's out of your control. Whatever is happening here, it's out of your control. So, so the best thing you can do is to just exhale, keep breathing. Take it one moment at a time, one day at a time, and know that yeah, you are changing from the inside out with beauty, with confronting self-identity, and you're learning to accept yourself, this radical acceptance. You're opening to the adventure, trusting in the adventure. It's all going to work out better than you could have even hoped or planned. You're very close to achieving your goal. So just hang in there. just hang in there. All right, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, wherever you are in the world, and I will see you on the next video. Mwah. And thanks so much for liking, subscribing, and sharing, and leave a comment if it resonates.